Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this Lumia 532 with me, which is a budget-oriented Windows Phone device from Microsoft. And in this video, we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look. And this device is available in various different colors, but we have the black variant. And here are some of the specs regarding the device. It is based on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 200 chipset, which is a quad core processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. Good thing is that we get it with 1 GB of RAM. It has 8 GB of internal storage, has a front-facing camera and a rear-facing camera, and it also says that it has 30 gigs of free OneDrive cloud storage, and the screen size is a 4-inch screen. So let's quickly just open this up. And regarding the pricing, the price quoted here on the box is $6,999, but this product is available in local stores for a price of around $6,300 to $6,400. That's just above US $100. So it's a fairly budget oriented device that we have. So let me just break the seal and let's open this up. And I have the black color variant. And here is the device itself. We'll come back to this one a bit later. And it shows here that we can open the back cover to put in the SIM card and the battery. And here is the battery also. And I believe it's a 1560 milliamp hour battery. And again, it's Microsoft branded. So we'll keep that to this side. And let's see what else do we get in the box. We have a Microsoft branded USB charger, but the USB cable is actually pre-attached to it, so we don't have a separate USB cable. And we also get a headset, which is again a basic type. So let's keep all these things to the side and let's look at the handset itself. So here is the handset itself, and this is in a black color that we have, and we can open the back cover to put in the battery. So we'll do that. You have to press it like this, and we gotta pull it. It seems it's a little bit difficult to take it out. And the back cover comes out, and we can add our 2 micro SIMs to this one, and we can also add a micro SD card. And I would suggest that you add a micro SD card because it runs on Windows 8.1, Windows Phone 8.1, and that way you can install a lot of apps directly to the SD card. The rear facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter. And this is the opening for the speaker, which is actually pretty big. So let's put this back. And the phone is a bit chunky. It's not very sleek, but again, it's a budget oriented device. So we just can't complain too much. And the front facing camera is a VGA camera. So let's power this on. And it gave me haptic feedback. And the screen is a 4-inch screen, and the resolution is 480 by 800. So it comes to a PPI of 233. And this phone is not very heavy or light. It weighs 136 grams. And by the time it boots, let me give you a physical overview. On the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. We have the volume rockers on this end, and this is the power on off button. Moving towards the bottom, we have the micro USB slot that will be used for charging this device. And on this end, we have nothing. On the back, we have the 5 megapixel camera, Microsoft branding. Let's remove the sticker. And we have the opening for the speaker. And it's still booting. And we have that 4-inch screen. We have a VGA camera and a Microsoft branding. And on the bottom, we have physical buttons. That is back. This is for the Windows button, and this is for the search. And the initial setup can take some time. So I'll just set this up and we'll continue. And you'll notice that we don't have any Nokia branding because Microsoft has taken over Nokia. So these are no longer called Nokia devices, but Microsoft Lumia devices. So it's connected to my Wi-Fi network. Let's just quickly set this up and we'll continue. So it has set up, and it did take actually a very long time, more than 5 odd minutes or so. So let's just continue. And yes, we are at the boot screen. I haven't added a SIM card. We can always add that. And we have the auto brightness sensor on this. As you can see, this is low, this is medium, and this is at high graphics setting. High brightness. And again, this is running on the Windows Phone 8.1. So we do have a lot of settings. If we just go here, you can access the settings. And let's look at the Windows version first. If we go to about More information. As you can see, it's running on the Windows Phone 8.1. And let's look at the storage also. Built-in storage is 8 gigabytes, but let's see out of that how much space do we actually get. Let's see. Storage sense. And out of that 8 gigs, we have 4.35 gigabytes of space that is available. But as I did mention earlier, you can always add a micro SD card on this device, and that way most of the apps etc. then you can set it to move to the SD card, and I feel that's a very good option. Let's just go back and let's hit this home button, and as you can see, let's fire up the built-in web browser, that is Internet Explorer. I'll just use the recommended settings, and it's going to the Microsoft website. By default, let's go to redef.com. This is the default keyboard that we have. Again, if you notice how quickly it loaded it. Let me see if I can force it to the full desktop version. Let's go back. I have to go to again to redef. It's going to, and yes, it has loaded the full desktop version. But again, as the screen resolution is not very high, if you don't zoom in, the text becomes very choppy, I would say. Let me open this story again. As you can see, but the pinch to zoom gesture is working pretty well. I would say the screen quality is just okay, nothing that great in my opinion. If you tilt it too much, yes, it starts to fade away. But if you look directly like this, it's sort of okay. But so I would say a very okay-ish screen quality, nothing that great in my opinion. Pinch to zoom is working as expected, and you can also hit this button, hold it for a while to access the multitasking. This way you can switch between the apps. And before we end this video, let's also quickly have a look at the camera on this device. The rear facing camera is just a 5 megapixel shooter. Let's try to fire up the camera app. Let's just go here. We'll open up the Lumia camera, and it does take some time to load. And again, it's a fixed focus camera. We don't have any autofocus on this. If you see, we don't have any tap to focus or anything, so it's a fixed focus camera that we are getting on this. So again, a cost cutting feature, I would say. Again, as you can see, the pictures are not that sharp. In fact, hardly any sharpness is there, and also it does not have any LED flash to assist in low lighting. So looks like the camera is going to be pretty average on this Lumia 535. It also has a front facing camera, but again, that is also just a VGA camera. So that's it for now for this very quick unboxing of this Lumia 532. If you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.